Disclaimer: this recording shares personal experiences and observations of deep meditation. It is not medical or therapeutic advice and is not a recommendation to practice. Listeners should exercise personal consent and professional guidance where appropriate. This is a metaphorical framework that blends physics imagery, photons, fields, gravity, with lived ritual. Treat field memory and sunlight feeding as poetic, phenomenological claims, powerful for meaning-making, but not literal scientific assertions about consciousness. Frame them as interpretive models, not empirical proofs that protects you from unnecessary scientific pushback while keeping the idea emotionally and philosophically rich. I use physics and computation as metaphors to describe consciousness. These are phenomenological models, not hard neuroscientific claims. Say that once in the video or description. It protects your authority while keeping the poetry. I use physics metaphors to make the economics of life visible. This is a practical framework for attention and action, not a new physical theory. I share what I have practiced, not what I advise. Deep meditation can be a process of self-unmaking, a slow release of the body into the field. I report outcomes so you can understand the territory. I do not promote or prescribe the practice. Keep your consent. Keep your life. My friend, you live because billions of others scaffold you, strangers, families, markets, histories. Imagine yourself not as a soul floating in abstraction, but as a particle with weight standing on a planet called Earth. Your body is mass. Your interior is field memory, and the Earth is the stage. Mass, momentum, velocity, think of them as me, I, and outcome. The body's mass is me, the inner witness, the momentum of awareness, is I, the living result, the movement through life, is velocity. In the brain, neurons form continuous chain reactions that carry field memory. When the brain is active, the I is present. When the brain is irreversibly destroyed, the I as we know it has ceased to operate. The brain is a home, a server, consciousness is the running process on that server. We are patterns on a machine, luminous, fleeting, and real. My friend, my existence today is not an island. It is shaped by every person on Earth. Each day your awareness grows from contact, parents, neighbors, strangers, entire populations you never meet. You stand where you stand because of networks of people, languages, trades and histories that stretch far beyond your sight. Think of yourself as a particle on a planet. Your body is mass, your inner witness is field memory, the Earth is the stage that holds you. The close of civilization, borders, languages, religions, are patterns draped over that stage. But at the deepest level you are simply a particle living on Earth. You were born here, you live here, your life is woven into the total population. The inner witness, the I within me is not flesh. It is not bone, it is not blood. The I is awareness. The silent observer. And that silent observer, I call it God. Because my consciousness is not small. It is vast, unbounded, and it feels omnipresent. When you see yourself this way, many confusions fall away. Nationalism, petty divisions, old grudges, they shrink. You begin to act from a planetary perspective. What helps the whole lattice of life helps you. That realization is simple, radical, and urgently needed. When we look deeper, what is consciousness? It is not just thoughts, not just emotions. Consciousness is a memory of the field that exists before me, after me, around me. This field memory is constant, yet it is not personal. It belongs to all beings, all particles, all life. Your field memory meets my field memory. They recognize, They connect, they bind together. This binding is the feeling of unity, the experience of belonging to the cosmos. Borders, languages and religions are costumes draped on that stage. Underneath it all is your actual coordinate, latitude, longitude, magnetic field, local climate, neighbors, the precise place you breathe. When you think in coordinates, where am I, exactly? Everything becomes actionable. The regional magnetic field, the geology, the local economy, the neighbors on your street, they nudge your mind and shape your momentum. Align with your place. Ground your attention there. Work with the local lattice, and you turn planetary conditions into a canvas for life and livelihood. The planet gives you constraints, and inside constraints, creativity grows. My friend, we arrive and depart without asking. That is the fact of non-consent. What we can choose is how we live between these edges. Don't hoard for yourself only, let your work be a river that feeds others. Treat every promise as sacred. When you accept non-consent, you stop wasting breath and begin using it. That is dignity. The field memory has no calendar. It is not past. It is not future. It is not even the present as we measure with clocks. It is the exact moment, the pure frame of existence. In that moment, there is no yesterday, no tomorrow, only the pulse of now, and this pulse is timeless. This is why sages said God is eternal. They were speaking, unknowingly, about the field memory. My friend, I am the I am the me, I am the myself. The I is my inner light, unseen, untouched, unknown. The me is this body, this shell that society recognizes as male, female, husband, wife, widow, or bachelor. And the myself is the balance, the awareness, the alignment of these two. Now listen, when I am a bachelor, my me is free, independent, but society pushes me with pressure. When will you marry? When will you settle? The I is free, but the myself feels restless. When I marry, my me is bonded, recognized, celebrated. The I is still free, but it learns to align with another I. And myself becomes a harmony, a fusion, a continuity of family and lineage. But when death or divorce comes, when I become a widow or a widower, society throws a shadow on my me. The body is labeled as lesser, incomplete. But my I is still radiant, still whole. It is the myself that suffers, that fractures, until reintegration happens.